Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ranger W here with my Week 7 battle against Cali Kid and the Winnipeg Aquajets. As you guys may or may not know, my team name is now the Baltimore Braviaries, and it will be till the end of the IPSL Season 1, and moving forward, it will be the Baltimore Braviaries. Just a heads up, decided to do some for name change. Havre de Grace was a little too long, even though it's where I'm from. Anyway, let's get right into this battle. I didn't bring I, I changed up my team a little bit for the rematch against Cali Kid. It's kind of interesting. I didn't bring Uxie and Hydreigon this time. Instead, I decided to bring Excelgor and Shaymin. Uh, see how it goes. And sorry if you guys hear some noise in the background. That is unavoidable noise from my family. So here we go. He's gonna lead off with his Charizard. I predicted that, honestly. I was gonna lead out with my Togekiss. Just decided not to. It might be easier to get up my spikes against if he led against something else, which he didn't lead against. He led with his freaking Charizard. So he misses his first Fire Blast, which is kind of big here because I don't think it would have I don't think it was that big actually. I don't think it would have done that much damage. So right here I'm gonna switch out, predicting the switch into Excadrill. I mean, my predict game was on point this whole game. Man, I was predicting like a champion. He's gonna go under John Cena, of course, to counter my Lopunny here. I'm gonna go for the fake out. I wasn't sure if this thing got steadfast. I believe that stability. So I don't know. I was kind of not wanting to do that. But then he went for the dynamic punch. Safe play. I believe it was I have no idea what this actually was because it wasn't scarfed, and I'm confused here. I'm gonna go for the T wave on him. I can tell he's not gut since he landed that, and he went for a knockup, so he was not scarfed. I did not know what he was. It might have been a salt vest now that I think about it. But anyway, I'm gonna switch out of there. It might have been smarter for me to stand there and air slash, but he's gonna get paralyzed. I'm gonna go out into Lopunny and hit him with the fake out because I did have actually heal bell on my Togekiss. So he flinches again. He's at 50%. I'm gonna start trying to Togekiss, and he's gonna go for a poison jab, which is gonna do a heck of a lot damage to me. And he's gonna go for a bullet punch here. He's gonna take me out, and I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die right there. So I was worried about this Machamp. I was like, dang, this thing is scary. John Cena, man, he's scary. So I go out into Entei, predicting the switch into Milotic, baiting the switch out, man. My prediction game was on point this game. So I'm gonna stay in here. I'm gonna go for the Giga Drain, see how much that does. It definitely looks Assault Vest. I'll go for Psychic. Now I know it's Assault Vest. You hit me with a knockoff. This is gonna knock off my leftovers. Kind of a big deal if you think about it, because I really rely on that leftovers recovery. But I also do have the Leech Seed. I went for the Leech Seed just in case he switch on to anything that wasn't Tangrowth, which would have been really bad if he did go out into that thing. So he's gonna go out into his Charizard Y. Kind of an obvious switch in. I'm gonna go out into Entei. I had nothing to switch this thing into because Togekiss was now dead. I had nothing to switch this thing into. A Fire Blast does a lot of damage to me. If he would have landed this next Fire Blast, he would have won this game, hands down. I had nothing for this thing. Absolutely nothing. I landed Stone Edge, the 80% Stone Edge. I landed on the Charizard. So right now, I want to get the heck out of here. Now I'm sitting here. I have priority. I could use it against some other things like the grass type, the Tangrowth or whatever he has. So I'm gonna go on to my Shaymin, which isn't switching to Mono. He's gonna Dragon Tail me out. So and he's gonna go on to this thing, which is running a Chople Berry. Surprise, surprise! It eats his Chople Berry. I get my +1 attack. He's gonna go for a counter. Probably predicting me to go for a high jump kick. So I'm gonna go for the high jump kick now and take this thing out, which is a great idea of me to run power up punch. Otherwise, I would have high jump kicked that, and then I would have died. I would have straight up died. He's gonna go on his Excadrill. He's gonna go for EQ. So I know that's scarfed because there's no way this thing is gonna outspeed on my Lopunny. So it's definitely scarfed. So I know he's locked into that. So I'm gonna go out into Shaymin, which is my defensive wall for this game. So I'm gonna go for the Synthesis. Kind of predicted a switch out there. Regenerator is annoying, guys. Definitely is annoying. I'm gonna go for the Psychic, hoping for like a special defense drop. He's gonna go for a Poison Jab. He's gonna get the poison on the first Poison Jab. Which is kind of big actually, because it forces me to switch out, where otherwise I could stay in here and continue sidekicking this thing to oblivion. So I'm gonna go into Entei, which is kind of an obvious switch in for this thing. So I'm gonna go for the Sacred Fire here, because you know what? Your MNT, why not click second fire? You can go ahead to the my low tick. I'm gonna burn that thing, which is not a good thing by any means. So now I'm gonna go for another sacred fire here. It's not gonna do anything because of the Marvel skill ability that Sakura gets. So that's kind of sucks for me right there. Sucks very badly because now Jirachi won't be doing enough damage. Shaymin's my only response, and he can just go out into his Tangrowth whenever he wants to. So he's gonna kill me with a Scald. Kind of obvious. Kind of was waiting because kind of wanted to sack that thing off. So as of now, I know that Excelgor is gonna pick up a kill here no matter what. So I'm gonna go for the final gambit. Take out the Milotic. I had nothing to deal with it, so I had to go for that. Unless I want to stay with Jirachi and risk getting Scald, which wasn't a good idea by any means. So I'm gonna go onto this thing. Lo and behold, he's running the Rocky Helmet. I hate Rocky Helmet users. Ever since Alan beat me with Rocky Helmet Alomomola, everyone's been running Rocky Helmet to counter out this monster, and my Lopunny, my physical threats. So I'm not liking this very much. But I knew he was going to switch out here, so I switch out into my Shaymin. He wants to get that recovery, because one more Iron Head would have KO'd that thing. Would have just taken it out. So I'm going to go into my Shaymin here. There's no Shaymin doing that. Alright, he's going to go into... Sorry, pun intended. Alright, I'm going to go to my Shaymin. Get this into Salt, predicting the switch out, because I knew he doesn't want to stay in with his Excadrill. Because that is, of course, his late game sweeper. Or his later game sweeper, because it's already late game. So I'm gonna go for the sidekick, hoping he does not get a poison with the poison jab. Please don't get a poison. He doesn't get the poison. Thank God. I go for the sidekick here. It's doing 30%, so I know he can synthesis stall me out, and plus he has regenerator, so he can always just switch in, switch out of Excadrill. Eventually, I'll run out of HP. He's gonna go for the poison jab here. I do get poisoned. Kind of unfortunate for me. It's very unfortunate for me. I do not want to stay in a poison and risk getting crit by another poison jab from him, because I'm losing so much health by this, and I can't leech seed this thing. My Giga Drain is going to do nothing to this thing. So I want to switch out here. He's going to predict me on this switch and go for an EQ. How awful. How awful is that? That is absolutely terrible. My life is over. I'm going to go for a U-turn as a last ditch to lessen the score. To lessen the HP on that thing. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go into my Shaymin. The world is on Shaymin's shoulders. Shaymin, show me what you can do. Shaymin, please show me what you can do. I'm gonna go for a Psychic. It does 47 because of the drop I got on the last Psychic. He's gonna go for a Poison Jab. No poison, no poison, no poison. Yes, no poison. He's going to stay in here. I'm going to go for the Giga Drain, predicting the Excadrill. If that would not have KO'd, he would have gotten his Synthesis off and could have potentially switched out and stalled this game out even further than it was already stalled out. It was very stalled out. Mostly because of me, but you can go for an X-Scissor. Oh, shoot. I know an X-Scissor crit is going to kill me. Or even just a regular X-Scissor is going to kill me, because that did 39% and I was at 29. You're going to go for another X-Scissor. That did 36. That's doing a lot. I'm gonna go for a leech seed, because that passive recovery is never a bad thing. Don't have leftovers. Good to get this recovery. Take health from him. I can stall him out with it. Man, I'm so worried about a crit right here. So I'm gonna synthesis up. I know that if I synthesis up every turn, even if he crits me, I'm gonna live it. I'm gonna synthesis up. He gets the crit on that 54%. Ooh, I go for the Giga Drain because I know I can survive on it, and I was banking on him not critting me here, because if he would have crit me here, I would have been done so fun. So happy he did not crit me there. He did 35. That was huge if he would have crit me right there. It's a 6.35 chance of getting crit, and he's already crit me once. He's gonna do it again, and he crits me here. Kind of a bummer for me. He's just critting me for days, so I know I kind of got this right here, because I could just synthesis up again. Even if he crits me right here, I'm gonna live it, and I'm gonna go for a synthesis or Giga Drain. I can do anything really right now, but I go for a synthesis, and I pull off the W. A narrow 1-0. Lopunny only picked up, I believe, 1 kill this whole match. Yes, it only picked up 1 kill, and then it died. So, you know, Lopunny, you might be dethroned this week by the Scizor from the Schmebelox. that was very unfortunate to have it come down that long. He definitely outplayed me in this matchup. No doubt about it, he outplayed me. But I was fortunate enough he missed Fire Blast like twice or three times, something like that. He missed quite a few Fire Blasts. I landed the Stone Edge, which was really big for me. But other than that, it was a pretty decent matchup. And then him not getting the poison jab on the Shaymin with the Tangrowth. Sorry. I feel like he could have had it if he had switched out and maybe played some mind games at the end with his Excadrill and Tangrowth. He could have had me when I was with Shaymin against the world. But other than that, the Rocky Helmet was good on his part. I feel like I could have prepped better. I definitely did not prep the best, but was fortunate enough to pick up the W this week. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Till next time, guys. Peace.